New documents obtained by WRAL show a drop in Bud Light sales forced a glass plant in Wilson to cut down bottle production starting in May. Last week, the plant's owner, the Ardagh Group, announced it would be shutting down the factory, laying off close to 400 employees. Some of those workers tell WRAL the plant manager blamed the shutdown and layoffs on the Bud Light boycott. WRAL's Keenan Willard shares their concerns.
At an all-hands meeting here at the Wilson glass plant, employees say they were told by plant leadership why Ardagh was laying them off. Their biggest client, Bud Light, had seen a huge drop in revenue since April, and the company no longer needed these bottles.
Nearly 400 jobs eliminated. That's the impact of the Ardagh Group glass plant in Wilson shutting its doors in mid-July. In a statement last Thursday, the company told the Ruston Leader in Louisiana that the Wilson plant is closing, along with the Ruston plant, which employs 245 people. The statement doesn't identify a specific reason for the closures, only calling them part of a multi-year performance optimization program.
We've had a couple machines down. It was, of course, being pointed towards the Bud Light situation.
WRAL obtained an internal memo from the Wilson plant manager dated May 18th. It says due to slow sales with Anheuser InBev, 2 of the factory's production lines would be shutting down. Multiple longtime employees at the Wilson plant say the majority of their business was making bottles for Budweiser and Bud Light. Industry data shows Bud Light sales fell 24% during the month of May after a nationwide boycott over the brand's partnership with a transgender influencer. At a meeting at the Wilson glass plant last Wednesday, employees say the plant manager told them that boycott was forcing them to shut down.
Because of lack of business and with Budweiser not selling the bottle, that they no longer needed our product.
Some workers feel there are other issues at play.
Personally, I don't believe it's all a Bud Light thing. I believe it's the industry itself.
In a February earnings call before the Bud Light controversy, Ardagh CEO said fourth quarter earnings in Europe and Africa were up 110% compared to the year before, while North America saw a 9% drop in shipments and falling revenue. The CEO said Ardagh would be closing some plants in the near future.
Following completion of the turnaround program, we will operate a lower number of furnaces than at present.
Employees at the Wilson plant say their union is negotiating a severance package from management. But for many, this was their second plant closed by Ardagh in the past decade, and they don't know where they'll find another good-paying union job.
They're descendants of, family that's also worked in the industry. Not only are you killing an employee's job, you're killing his family, his chances at sending his kids to college.
Keenan Willard, WRAL News, Wilson County.
Over the past week, WRAL has reached out to the Ardagh Group's corporate office, the Wilson plant manager and HR manager for a response to their employees' concerns. We have not heard back. InBev's CEO said last month the sales drop was impacting frontline workers. He added that the company has even given financial support to frontline teams and wholesalers. It wasn't clear if that included suppliers such as Ardagh.